Ever since that, been treating eating like my job.
What's happening, everybody? Dom Fusco back with another video. This is episode 4 of the sub 3 hour marathon build. Today I'm gonna be giving you 5 things that I wish I knew before I started running, before I started marathon training, so that you don't make the same dumb but kind of hilarious mistakes that I made, and so that you can become the best hybrid athlete that you can be. Now, talking a lot about running, so probably get to it. Let's go.
Now, the first thing I wish I knew when I started running was that not every run needs to be done full tilt. Pedal to the metal as hard as you can. 80% of your runs should be what I'm doing right now. Slow and easy, where I can still have a conversation. I started to get faster when I started taking my easy runs easy so that I can go hard on those speed sessions and harder workouts. I used to think if I wasn't completely out of breath, panting, bent over, elbows on the knees, that the run was a waste. Now I know these slow runs are gonna help me build my aerobic base, so then on the days where I'm going hard on the track, we're doing speed work, I'm gonna be able to give my best to those. Take your easy days easy so you can do your hard days hard. You'll be running 2:01 marathons like Ilya Kipchoge in no time. Probably not, but you'll still get faster. And as we wrap up this 6-mile easy run, that takes me to the second thing that I wish I knew before I started running and marathon training, and that is that
Strength training is not going to make you bulky as a runner. You literally have to eat an insane amount of food, lift an insane amount of volume in order for you to actually get bulky. Strength training is actually gonna help you improve as a runner, not make you worse. You're gonna get stronger, you're gonna get faster, and you're gonna avoid getting injured. Three-headed snake. Right now, my sole focus is on running a sub 3 hour marathon. So all of my training being optimized in order for me to run that sub 3. I'm having 1, maybe 2 days of light strength training a week, focusing a lot on compound movements like squat, deadlift, unilateral and single leg movements, which are again gonna enhance my performance, help me get stronger, prevent me from getting injured, and smash this sub 3.
another thing is to make sure you're adding lots of functional core movements, just like this one.
I like to pair my heavy strength days with my speed workouts. Again, making the hard days really hard, making the easy days easy, so that we can optimize those hard training days. Bottom line, don't fear the gym. You're not gonna get big, you're not gonna get bulky. It's only gonna make you a better runner. So now that we've covered points 1 and 2 of things I wish I knew when I first started running and training for marathons, which takes me to point number 3, which is if you train hard, you also need to
Recover hard. Recovery is just as, if not more important than the training that you're actually doing. I was an idiot for the first couple of months I started running, and I kept getting injured. I got a stress fracture in my foot, I got shin splints, I got runner's knee, because I wasn't taking the proper time to recovery. So now I'm training really hard, but I'm also taking the time to recover really hard. So I'm taking time to get in the sauna, do mobility work, warm up and cool down properly after my runs, and also making it a priority to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, which looking back, I was like 4, 5, 6 hours thinking I can get away with that. And all that's doing is you're just surviving. You're not thriving, and it's not gonna be sustainable. You're never gonna reach the goals that you want. And seriously, people, sleep is, if you take nothing away from what I just said, if you just sleep for 7 to 8 hours a night, everything else will take care of itself. Sleep should be priority numero uno when it comes to recovery. I also use a Whoop to track my sleep, my recovery, my strain. Kind of just helps me optimize all areas of my life. Not necessary, but extremely helpful. So now that you know the first 3 things that you need to know before you start running and marathon training,
I know you guys are hungry for more. Which leads me to point number 4, which is,
you guessed it, nutrition. I used to be really good at eating for performance when I played football, but running, that's a whole different ballgame. I stick to the same pretty much 4 meals and snacks every single day. That way I know exactly what I'm eating, I know exactly how I'm gonna feel after. I'm saving time, saving money, I'm saving mental energy. Overall, just makes it easy for me. One of the biggest mistakes I made, I was in Austin, Texas, and I was out to run a 15-mile run that morning, and the only thing I had to eat was a protein bar, one that I'd never had before. Needless to say, did not sit well, the run did not go well, and I won't be doing that again. But the biggest things to remember about nutrition is 1, try to get as much food as you can from whole food. Fruits, vegetables, high quality meats, high quality dairy, and also make sure you're taking in a lot of carbohydrate. Bagel with butter and some jelly. Can't beat it. I actually used to get really lightheaded, like in the afternoon, into the evenings, and I would get really tired, and it was because I wasn't eating enough. That's one thing with runners, is a lot of people don't eat enough. So if you want to perform like a champ, you gotta make sure you're eating like a champ. Going back to what I said with strength training, it's gonna take a freaking boatload of calories in order for a runner to start getting bulky if you're putting in a high volume amount of running each week. One of my football coaches in college told our team to treat the cafeteria like it was our job. Ever since that, been treating eating like my job.
and as important as nutrition and these other 4 things are, they're not as important as number 5, which is consistency. Because there is no magic training plan, no magic diet, supplement, running shoe, running watch, or anything else that's gonna speed up your progress. It's also important to remember that not all your runs are gonna be great. About 2/3 of my runs, I'm like, dude, what are you doing out here? Go home. And then about 1/3 of my runs fuel me for those other 2/3 of the runs where I'm not as motivated, where I don't feel as great.
So to recap, number 1, not every run has to be done at full tilt. Follow that 80-20 rule. 2, strength training will enhance your performance, not hinder it. 3, if you're gonna train hard, you gotta recover hard. 4, nutrition is massively important. What you put in determines what you get out. And number 5, consistency wins, baby. Fall in love with the freaking process. Make sure you guys like this video and let me know if these videos are helpful. As I'm prepping to run this sub 3-hour marathon, I wanna share as many tips, tricks, insights, and also mistakes that I've made with you guys to help you become the best hybrid athletes possible. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.